Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Whiteboard Wednesdays with Werner. And we're returning with a follow-up with Rudolf, our local blockchain expert. What is a blockchain? Let's just quickly start there. And how does it work? That technology in a high-level way, right?
100%. So if you get down to the fundamentals, a blockchain is a set of nodes, compute nodes, that manage a distributed ledger.
Okay.
So think of transactions being recorded on a chain,
Yep.
and each node's got the full copy of the ledger.
Okay.
So any transaction that gets entered onto the ledger is distributed to all the nodes in that chain.
Yes.
Hence the immutability of the blockchain.
Okay.
Because any transaction is across, even if you lose a node or lose all of the nodes, all the transactions that are validated sits on that chain.
Okay. What a blockchain is, distributed ledger with immutable transactions being recorded in there. And this is, the key thing being that it's across a distributed network.
Yep.
It's really, in essence, as you mentioned, what the foundation of that
100%.
technology is. And we had a chat about the South African informal economy and the formal economy, and how potentially, the process of digitizing and bringing these two together. And you made some interesting points around blockchain's role in that. Would you care to share that
100%.
with the audience? Yeah.
So traditionally, the challenge with organizations and enterprises dealing with the informal economy is that the fact that from a governance and compliance point of view, they can't produce the necessary documents because they don't have access to the financial systems, for example. So if you have an informal trader, he can't produce delivery notes, invoices, those types of things, which is required by an enterprise from a governance, risk, and compliance point of view. And that creates a big gap, especially in the Southern African context. For example, small-scale or subsistence farmers, it's very difficult for them to commercially bring their crops to market or their surplus to market.
Yes.
And with blockchain, for example, there's been cases with some of the bigger breweries in Southern Africa where they need crops that are grown by these small-scale subsistence smallhold farmers.
Yes.
And they then deliver to an aggregator. And there was cases of the aggregator shortchanging the farmers on the cost per kilogram, the middleman kind of taking bigger cuts of the profit and not abiding by the fair trade agreements that are put in place.
Yeah. And
with the blockchain system, they can actually put an IoT device on the scale so that the moment this farmer delivers his crops, it's that measured. That weight is measured. It's recorded. It's recorded on that blockchain.
Yeah.
As they leave, they get an SMS on their phone. You have just delivered 500 kilograms of this crop to this aggregator at this much per kilogram.
Yeah.
Do you agree? Yes, no.
Yes.
If you agree, yes, your payment is immediate. It gets fed through the system, approved.
Yeah.
No, it goes into a dispute resolution system.
Amazing.
And that is formally recorded, and that transaction is fully auditable, and it abides by the risk and governance compliance regulations.
Thank you once again today for helping us to gain an understanding of blockchain and its potential use cases and value. We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.